Earth-friendly earphones. That's our Techstination. I'm Fred Fishkin. With us from Urbanista is brand and marketing director Tuomas Lonka. Hi, Tuomas.
Hi, Fred. Nice to see you again.
Good to see you. Well, you've got always some new things arriving, but first we're going to focus on some of your earth-friendly headphones. You have a couple on the market for, I guess, different styles. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so throughout the last couple of years, we've launched two different solar-powered or light-powered products. Our first one is an over-ear headphone called Urbanista Los Angeles. And late last year, we also launched an in-ear product, an earphone called Urbanista Phoenix.
And when you say light-powered, there's a little difference, I guess. People might assume that they have to be out in the sun with solar-powered, but you're telling them light-powered. So tell us about how these charge.
Yeah, so I think it's best to illustrate with the actual product. I have an Urbanista Los Angeles here. So it's a perfect example how you can integrate a solar cell into the design of the product. So Los Angeles, for example, it has a advanced powerfoil solar cell, or a solar cell called powerfoil here on the headband of the product. And what it does is that it practically means that the solar cell is constantly charging, even in indoor light. So it doesn't really matter if it's outdoor or indoor light. And you kind of get the benefit of not only relying on a battery reserve of the product, but also the solar cell is providing sort of battery life to the product at a constant basis. So it's a very innovative way to use solar cell technology on audio products.
And how well does it keep up the charge if you're listening indoors and wearing them?
Of course, it's extremely contextual, like how you use the product. Both these products, I have the Phoenix product here as well, where the solar cell is integrated on the case. They have noise canceling technology, for example. So you have active noise cancellation on both of them, which consumes a little bit more battery life than listening without it. But what's most important is that for using these devices is that you keep them out in light as much as possible. For example, when you're not using them, and if you're in very good, like extremely good lighting conditions, for example, with a product like Los Angeles, you can get even up to 3 hours of playing time by keeping them in light for an hour. So in direct sunlight, for example.
That's really terrific. And indoors, if you're in the office or at home, just keep the lights on, I guess.
Yeah, of course. It's so indoor light is always less strong than outdoor sunlight, for example. So you get a little bit less charging from that, but you can definitely keep them under lights even when at home. And for example, this Los Angeles product, it comes with a case, a protective case, which leaves the headband part of the product open. So even when you have it protected at home or wherever you might be traveling, it still keeps charging while it's in the charging or in the protective case.
Very clever doing that. Tell us about pricing on these two.
Yes, so the Phoenix product is $149 and the Los Angeles is $199. So considering the feature set of these products is extremely competitive pricing, considering they're quite advanced products in the category that they are in.
For people who are wondering about the names here, Phoenix and Los Angeles, you really have been spanning the globe a little bit with the product names. Tell us about that and what sets Urbanista apart.
Yeah, so it's a very good question. Urbanista is historically, all our products have been named after different cities. So what we try to do always is that when we approach creating a new product, we try to create a product concept which would make sense in the mind of a consumer. And we always look for cities for inspiration. So for example, a product like Los Angeles, which is utilizing light and solar power, a city name like Los Angeles makes perfect sense. The same as Phoenix, where you which is one of the most sunniest places on earth. It really comes together nicely in a product concept where you have the features and the branding and the naming coming together. But we also have several other products which are, of course, non-solar powered, and there we might be looking at inspiration in terms of color or product sort of identity design in terms of looking at those cities for inspiration.
Tell us about some of your more popular models.
We have, for example, we have a product called Copenhagen, which is an in-ear product. So typically for us, our consumers are a little bit younger. So they skew from about 16 to 35 years old. So there's a lot of popular models are products that are in-ear true wireless products, earphones, earbuds that come in multiple different colorways.
Very cool. And what sets you apart other than these names? What is the technology that you want people to be aware of that really distinguish you?
Yeah, we've always, we call ourselves a lifestyle audio brand. So what we try to do is we kind of are creating a brand that is somewhere in the intersection of innovation, fashion, and technology. So Urbanista has always created products that are appealing in terms of their design and colors that are used in them, but also these type of new solar powered products are bringing the innovation aspect into the mix, and we're really trying to always push the envelope with new innovation, bringing in new sort of features and ideas in the design, like the protective case that I showed you there, is sort of trying to create design that's very functional and in addition to, of course, making products that look great and sound great, which is really important in the audio category.
Just terrific. So what can you tell us about what's on the drawing boards or on the horizon here?
Yeah, so in the short term, we have a couple new speakers, for example, coming out. So we have been launching a lot of different earphones and headphones throughout the last few months, but we have a couple new speakers called Memphis and Nashville, which are sort of water protected, splash and rainproof speakers coming out in a few months. And you can actually already find them in some retail outlets in different markets.
That's exciting. You're branching out.
We've had speakers in our portfolio for a few years, but not as much new products coming out lately. So it's really exciting to be able to push these two new products out.
And I guess I should add that you mentioned splash proof, but the Los Angeles model might have to change that. It's not so much these days with the weather going on in Los Angeles. Maybe they should be designed for the shower getting wet instead. All of a sudden they were under a deluge.
Yeah, of course. Like if products are, it depends on the IP rating a little bit. But for example, on the Phoenix earbuds, the earbuds on the product are IPX4 rated. So it means that you can basically, they are protected against splashing water. So you can do sports with them, for example, quite easily.
Terrific. For more information, where should people go?
Urbanista.com is definitely the place to find more information about our products. And you can also online, you can find us across multiple retailers and marketplaces. Like, for example, Amazon is one of our channels where you can buy our products.
Terrific. Congratulations on continuing the innovations. Tuomas, Lonka, thanks for spending time with us.
Thanks, Fred.